You think you know me.
On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. We're in a place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind. On this day, it's so real to me. Everything has come to life. Another chance to chase a dream, another chance to feel alive. Oh yeah. I've been defeated and brought down. Whoa. Dropped to my knees where hope went out. Oh yeah, the time has come to change my ways. Oh yeah. On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. We're a place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind. Oh yeah.
feel down, but I hit the ground running, makes me feel alive. I was searching for the answers until I changed the question. I pulled back the curtain. The ground running makes me feel alive. This is what my passion emits and press past the limits.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Riffdown. I am your host, TWK of TWK Reviews, and I will now attempt to get in my co-host for this evening's events. Yes, I believe I said that correctly. Probably not, but who cares? And hello, fellow gamer. No, I do not play NASCAR. I do not watch NASCAR. I do not play NASCAR games. I do no association with NASCAR whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the best Jew in the world, Matt Leonhardt. Oh, I bet you're on cloud 9 after Monday night. And ladies and gentlemen, we also have...
Oh my God!
Hold on. We also have the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the man with the fez, Mike Shell.
Howdy, everybody.
So yeah, Matt, back to what you were saying.
God damn. I love it when we're given nice things.
It's just too bad it doesn't happen often enough.
Wait a minute, okay, hold up, time. What are you talking about?
Monday night, John Cena Cesaro.
Okay, good. First of all, what are you talking about? We seem to get that every John Cena match this past year. I mean, or at least this half year so far. Since winning the U.S. title and since the U.S. Open Challenge, this has been a common sight.
Yes. And LPH, what Comic-Con news? I mean, what news is broken out at Comic-Con? It's only been going on for a day.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of news. Everybody.
We do know who's playing Aunt May.
Mm-hmm.
Marissa Tomei.
I actually find it interesting because I happen to be currently watching Young Justice Season 1 in preparation for a review of it I'm going to be doing. I'm actually doing my Justice League review tomorrow, or at least I'll be recording a single one, unless somebody calls me out of the blue and says they want to join in. I still haven't gotten any takers on that, but...
Have you done an Arkham Knight review yet?
No, I haven't. And yes, I know you did one, and I do plan on watching it, but I want to watch it after I get the game because I am trying really hard not to be spoiled.
I can honestly tell you there are no spoilers whatsoever in my review. I understand that perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah, not spoiler at all.
And only just because it's a series I play. I've played, with the exception of Origins, I played the core games, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. And so it's just like, for this, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to let myself be spoiled, and I'm going to play it myself.
How far have you gotten?
Oh, I haven't even bought it yet.
Oh, okay, then I'm not going to say anything then. I'm not going to say a word.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to buy it until end of August, maybe early September.
Oh, it sucks.
I have to ask for, as a birthday present or something, but, with Otakon and then August being all about me getting prepared for my new college that I've transferred into, there are things that take priority.
Of course. And I'm sorry, Philip Gamer. John Cena does not suck. He's had way too many good matches this year. He is off the suck list for at least the next 5 years. Unless he does something tremendously bad, he is off the suck list.
Well, what would count as tremendously bad? As in,
you would have to have the worst match of the year.
Okay. Yeah, he's not going to have that.
Not if he's going this current rate that he is.
No. I kind of find it interesting because considering when I had you on episode 50 with Matty J, and the fact that we were talking about his match with RVD, which, again, the surprise of the night was that he actually led that match, wrestled in that match, and of course the favorite moment of the night, you still suck! You still suck! You still suck!
Yeah, it's sort of the mentality that no matter what John Cena does, the fans would never be happy.
And nope.
He could have wrestled a 5-star match and fans would have chanted, "You still suck! You still suck!"
But the other thing is I find it funny. You know, we call John Cena Super Cena. You know, he's Superman, and I finally thought of an analogy to compare to what's going on right now. And I give thanks to my good friend Michael Bailey because it's based off something he said. Being a Superman fan in the 90s, he said that, you know, he was a Superman fan, and he always felt like everybody dissed on Superman. He was the only Superman fan. And then came 92, 93, where, you know, the death of Superman, and then all of a sudden everybody became like a fan of Superman. And it's like, you know, he had this great feeling inside of him, like he's been this fan. He dealt through, you know, the reboot and, you know, all the stuff people said about Superman, and now everybody loves Superman. He's been there the entire time. It's kind of the same thing for me, to where everybody started hating on John Cena and everything, and, you know, I'd still be a fan. I've had to deal with so much crap and, you know, how can you call yourself a John Cena fan?
To be fair, for a while it was well-deserved.
I could argue that point, but I'm not going to right now, because the point I'm trying to get at is that, you know, I've been this fan, and now everybody's saying, like, you know, John Cena is actually pretty good. I'm like, where have you been for the past 5 fucking years?
Watching Ring of Honor?
Exactly.
Which is something I still have yet to do, unfortunately, which makes me sad because there were some good matches that were advertised for this week's show.
Yes.
Though I heard the ratings aren't doing so well on Destination America.
The ratings are doing good for Ring of Honor, but they're still not getting near as high as Impact's ratings.
Well, but I think the other thing is, again, and here's the reason I harp on it, and I know you harp on this too, to Maddie, is that you have a large portion of America that can't get Destination America.
Yes.
And how many of the people who can get Destination America are wrestling fans? I really think that for a large portion of your audience, they're not going to, like, for instance, I live in the Philadelphia region, which is primarily owned by Comcast. I didn't get Destination. If I was still on Verizon, I would have gotten Destination America. But I'm not. I'm on Comcast, and that doesn't come with a simple package.
Yeah, Comcast is the worst of the worst when it comes to cable networks.
Trust me, I wish I was on Comcast, but I am.
And there is one other problem, though. ROH is still being broadcast in syndication. I get the Wednesday night show shown the Sunday before.
Yes, it's shown on the weekend before it's shown on Destination America on Wednesday.
So all those wrestling fans who can't get it...
Isn't there, like, a TNA Explosion, too?
That's only available outside the U.S.
Yeah. Well, that's... What I saw of that show seemed so much better than what Impact's doing.
I haven't watched Impact for the past couple weeks, unfortunately, but...
I do know that EC3 is the champion.
Yes. I heard that match was really good, and I hope EC3 keeps the belt for a while.
Well, I'm happy for him. You know, he wanted to prove that, you know, the WWE was wrong about him, They're putting the belt. I've heard good things. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it. I thought, regardless of what I feel about TNA, I thought he was a really good villain, and the matches I saw, I thought he did were really good. No, hey, let's watch the Brock Lesnar hurt a kid again. Yes, that's a good idea.
He didn't hurt a kid.
He hit somebody in the crowd.
Yeah, and guess what? It turns out they were completely fine after they were hit with the car door somehow. So I guess we found our next superhuman.
I guess we found our next John Cena. Is what
Yeah,
you're
like,
saying.
who's that guy who got hit with the car door? I see money. That could be his gimmick. Have Brock Lesnar throw things at him.
But I will say this. This was fucking impressive.
It's because Brock Lesnar was recreating his favorite part of Street Fighter 2.
I saw that meme too, yes.
By the way, apparently Jamie Noble got hurt again.
Yeah.
So for the love of God, keep Jamie Noble away from Brock Lesnar. Bad things happen. Jamie Noble is not safe around Lesnar.
Yeah. And of course, doesn't this go to your philosophy that if Brock Lesnar standing tall here, he's going to not win the title?
That's generally the type of booking that they do in WWE. That's usually whoever looks the strongest going into the pay-per-view ends up losing, which is weird.
But with that being said, that's not the only thing we can talk about, because we had the Beast from the East.
Oh yeah, that was a good show.
I never thought I would see the day where I would be watching WWE programming where streamers were being thrown.
And apparently that was all Johnny Ace's idea.
If so, sir, you are off my shit list. You have been. It's like I've not heard anything that things like if he booked that show. And
yes, he did.
It's like, bravo, sir.
Apparently he was the main producer while they were over there because he has ties to Japan.
Oh, he did a great job. I'm also interested in hoping that we find out. Because there are just so many rumors that WWE was also giving tryouts to Japanese wrestlers.
That would be good, Maybe get Kota Ibushi in there.
Kota Ibushi. Two of the names I heard were Okada and Nakamura.
Yes! Get Nakamura in there! Get him in NXT!
I'm like, there's no proof that they gave him. There's no concrete to that rumors, but those were two names I saw thrown out. Going in there, oh my God, I want to see Nakamura in the WWE. I mean, I've only really seen one match of this guy.
I've seen quite a...
Wrestle Kingdom 9. And I'm instantly a fan, and I want him in the WWE.
I've seen quite a few of his matches, and he is just absolutely entertaining. He has so much charisma, and the fact that his charisma completely goes beyond language is a huge thing. Like, you can just... You can feel how much just excitement he has. Just... I'm trying to phrase this correctly. Like...
He has uber charisma.
Yes, like... I'm trying to phrase this correctly, but I can't. The words aren't coming out correctly.
No, he transcends culture.
Yes.
Yes.
Simple. That's all you have to say. Because that's what his charisma transcends the cultural divide. And I think also part of that comes from the fact that, he is a huge fan of Queens and of Michael Jackson. And you see that incorporating how he moves and everything.
By the way, Michael Jackson was also a huge fan of Queen.
Yeah.
That's what inspired a lot of his music.
Mm-hmm. Pugsley is online now, so she should be joining us anytime now.
By the way, Dragon Man's happy to hear about that Okada tryout rumor.
Again, I just want to emphasize, it was just a rumor of that, they're going to do tryouts, and two names they heard that they might be trying out was Okada and Nakamura. I have no proof that it actually happened or that it went down. I did see another one that said that it didn't happen. But
it would explain why they got their pictures taken with Finn. Because I know I saw a picture of Okada and Finn Balor.
Yeah, I saw that. You know who I also saw him take a picture with? A couple of former Too Sweet band members.
Oh yeah, Young Bucks.
Absolutely
Yep.
adorable and like heartbreaking that.
Hi, Pugsley.
Right now because he looks miserable. She's like, I've never seen a child look so miserable before because they have hiccups.
Hey, Pugsley.
Yes.
Did you watch The Beast in the
It's
East?
the first time he's ever had hiccups like outside of you, so he's not sure what to do with his life.
Watch the recent what?
What?
She get back to me a question, but I couldn't hear what he said.
Did you watch The Beast in the East?
No.
Oh man, the show is so good.
Pugsley, you missed streamers.
All right.
I'm sorry. That was my favorite part of that. I mean, I love the match, and Finn Balor winning was awesome. But
Yeah, that was on like 7 in the morning. I was like, no.
But it was archived.
Yeah, but streamers.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
Streamers.
I saw the streamers. That's what
Oh,
Tumblr
look,
gift sets are for.
They brought the car out.
poor J&J.
Who brought the car out? That's my.
I don't know. It's just being backed out. That is just complete destruction.
I guess somebody bought the car.
Yes! Now we know who brought it out. We know who.
Hold on.
Was there any question as to who brought it out? Friggin' Paul
I'm gonna
Heyman.
mute the
Who else?
mic because I need to hear my fellow Jew God.
Your rabbi.
Yeah.
Hey, man. They'll never not be funny to me.
It will never stop being funny.
And that completely ripped that joke off from two guys known as WWE Review guys
Okay,
when they used to do action figure skits.
Still funny.
I'm gonna have to link those to you, Pugsley, because I know you'd find them hilarious.
Oh.
Dragon Man. Lesnar's Wrecking Company with offices in Suplex City right next to the SmackDown Hotel.
I made a few funny Suplex City and Seth Rollins shows, but I can't remember what they were anymore.
My favorite Seth Rollins fan metric is the one that says, "They see me Rollins, they see me Haytons."
No, it should be they see me Rollins, they hate him.
I still say someone should make a Limp Bizkit one that says, "Rollins, Rollins, Rollins, Rollins." What?
What the heck did Brock Lesnar do to that car?
He ate it.
Did I miss the fun?
No, that was from Monday.
Are you watching this upstairs?
Me?
Yeah.
No, why?
Then how did you know that?
He walked in.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I would be talking right now, but I can't bring myself to actually talk over Paul Heyman. He's so amazing. He makes me feel good in places I didn't even know I could feel. Suplex City! Bitch! And now here's your obligatory Suplex City chant, ladies and gentlemen.
Who is Joey Mercury?
And Dragon Man says Suplex City is apparently worse than hell now. Damn!
Yeah, I don't know.
Very nice comeback, Seth. Very nice.
As sad as it is, probably will.
He will. So he'll go on about his day like nothing happened.
Yeah, because he's a jerk.
No, because he's Brock Lesnar. He'll kill you with like, no, he's a bad guy. But
Is Brock Lesnar bodybuilder?
Alright, as much as I am enjoying this promo, I like it if we could get to the point to it within the next minute or so. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Ironhide Newbie. No, I did not see that. I'll have to look up that article later. Apparently, Gail Kim has an article.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm having trouble talking. Like, usually I'm a rapid-fire machine, but I just don't want to talk over Heyman. Heavyweight champion of the world, Brock! Oh, come on, Seth. Why you gotta ruin our fun?
Brock blocking us.
Yeah, he's Brock blocking us. Seth, that is wrong. That is sick. Go to your room, no supper. Seth is just lucky that Brock Lesnar does not like to work Tuesdays. Because mainly those are the days that he likes to go in the woods and hunt bears with his teeth.
Not working Tuesday.
So that's our obligatory 15-minute promo out of the way. Alright, welcome back, Mattis. How did you enjoy that promo?
Oh, yeah. It was great to see my rabbi preach.
Yes. Okay, so we're getting the Ryback versus Rollins. Remember when champion versus champion matches used to be rare and meant something?
Yeah.
Yep.
They happen way too often now. And then 9 times out of 10 it involved some sort of screwy finish. And
Speaking of things that are coming up more often and often, here's Reigns versus Big Show again.
What's that?
By the way, and just to go back to Jones, because we're going to be gushing about John Cena all night, or at least I will be.
You're
After
alone.
I've gotten my orgasm about the streamers in Japan.
well, you do that. Pug's is going to be gushing about Dean Ambrose because he has a match right now.
Yay.
Oh, you just sound so enthused.
I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
By the way, Dean Ambrose has one of the worst shirts out right now.
So go to bed.
I don't want to go to bed just yet.
I don't know how to help now.
By the way,
I actually like that shirt.
not that shirt. It's a shirt that's on WWEshop.com, and it says, Ambrose stole my title. It's so dumb. I hate it.
I want it.
I showed it to Spoonie. You know what his reaction was?
What?
Ugh, Christ.
I want that shirt though.
Like, the Ambrose Asylum one I like, but the Ambrose stole my title, it's like, you're actually trying to... what the...
But
Yes,
I do
that's
wanna
hilarious.
something, since we're in a commercial break. At the beginning of this call, you made a mention about Aunt May, and I went on a diatribe of Justice League.
Marissa Tomei is playing Aunt May.
Yeah. Here it is.
Good or bad?
The reason I find it funny is because I'm watching Young Justice.
Yes.
And she plays Queen Bee in Young Justice.
I didn't know she did voice acting work. Very nice.
So it's like, I didn't even know who she was, but then I saw that news report, and I just so happened to watch the episode. It's basically the episode where Miss Martian ends up doing the blood transfusion with Garfield, which will later turn him into Beast Boy.
I have unfortunately never watched Young Justice because they end up getting canceled really quickly.
Well, the first season's on Netflix. I highly suggest watching it.
I heard it's really good.
It is really
And
good.
it
It is Greg Wiseman. He the great American animator of Gargoyles, of Witch, of Spectacular Spider-Man. He is one of the best animated directors in America who constantly gets his series screwed over.
Why do the networks hate him?
You should just work
Because
with
they're assholes. Well, and it's always some type of bullshit that happens to him. With Young Justice, it was that the toys, which they weren't even trying to sell, weren't selling to the boys. Because, again, they live in, this fictional world where it's still 1985 and not 2015, where, or in the case of when the series came out, 2010, where, hey, you know what the 6-year-old boys are doing? Playing fucking video games, not playing with their action figures. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that none play with action figures, but not as many as they used to. Really, the figure market is for the adults now. That's number one. But in the case of Spectacular Spider-Man, the series was doing good, and Sony was going to do a third season, but then they cut a deal with Marvel, where Marvel got the television rights, and which meant they got to control the animation rights, and they decided they wanted to do their own animation. And so they cut all ties and stopped Spectacular Spider-Man dead in his tracks. And of course, that's when we got Ultimate Spider-Man, which is a much worse series.
Here comes the man that was over as hell last Monday night. The whole crowd was chanting, "We believe."
I hate Chicago.
Like,
Well,
here's
I was at work when that happened, I think.
They will
Supposedly everybody was chanting, "We believe," and I'm just like, I'm glad I wasn't there for that. Or
like,
maybe I was.
here's
I
how the
don't
chants are
remember.
going. All the kids and women, "Let's go, Ambrose." All the men, "We believe."
Can I say this about Chicago? Them dirty motherfuckers.
No.
So
They will literally chant for any garbage.
in Chicago,
Because
Illinois,
they're bored.
Look, and then there's
hold on. Let me say, I have an
Lord
analogy.
Stanley's Cup is in that dirty city.
It is, which is better than it being in Florida.
God fucking damn it.
Hold on,
Alright,
I have a thing to say. In Chicago, Illinois, Bo Dallas was CM Punk and Dean Ambrose was John Cena.
Hate you. I hate everything about you.
You are
Why do I even talk to you?
you are dead to
Who are you talking to?
Tito is being an idiot.
About what?
Everything.
I am correct, though. I have facts to back up my
wait.
statements.
I have
Warning.
wait.
Is it gonna happen, or are we just gonna get a warning?
No, I hope you don't.
I have a chant for you, T-Dub. And it's for my boy Ambrose. Fuck him up, Ambrose. Fuck him up. Fuck him up, Ambrose. Fuck him up.
Right now, we're seeing some pretty good.
Chant that can only be chanted at a house show because they'll censor it.
Come on.
Yeah, and they probably censored the crowd because. And they probably censored the crowd if they cheered for Bo Dallas in this match.
Mattis had a chant for Ambrose, but it included an F-bomb, so you'd never hear it on TV.
No, I'm not saying that they did that chant. I'm saying I'm chanting that now.
No, I'm saying that's a good chant, and you never hear it on TV because they'd censor it. Like, I am all for it.
Well, speaking of that, did you guys see the so-called leak commentators notes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why everybody's so. First of all, I think a lot of people are confused that these are the notes out there now. These were notes that were out there like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's from 2008 to 2010.
Yeah,
So they're like, these are new, and it's like,
I
no, what are you
have a
doing?
hard time believing that that's what they do now. That's number one. And number two, I'm like, really? We're surprised about this?
I wasn't surprised, but it's just like
What?
there are so many things that they have to follow, and so many of them are arbitrary.
What happened? What was
Like,
the?
we
What was,
do the pro wrestler thing.
Yeah, but one thing we did know was the fact that they changed sports entertainment to entertainment.
that's what I knew that.
Right now, we need to focus on the fact that Bo Dallas is in control of the match.
I fucking hate you. Fuck him up, Ambrose. Fuck him up.
But this
Fuck
match is
him
actually
up,
really good right
Ambrose.
now. We're
Fuck
seeing
him
some
up.
good technical
Fuck
wrestling.
him up, Ambrose. Fuck him up.
And now here's some Finley-inspired offense.
Finley would like to have a word Would you?
Fit Finley probably
I
told
don't know
him to
this
do that.
and wails you in the face with
Finley
it.
would like your face to meet
Finley?
Laley.
Yeah,
Finley
talking
probably
about him.
taught him that. He was like, "Hey, I got some offense for you, Bo. You might want to try this."
Yeah, with his shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Sounds like a girl's name.
Oh, I miss that.
What's your name? Shillelagh.
And now the Bo Dazzler. And yes, that's the name of the move.
Again, why we fucking hate him. And
Do you-
keep bitch about John Cena's name.
And we're going to commercial. Wow, they're actually giving this match time. I'm very surprised. You should be happy they're creating a new star with this match. Isn't that what you
They
wanted?
are not. No. Nobody
Was
wanted it.
not available?
But the whole crowd in Chicago was loving Bo Dallas. Doesn't that mean
I'm like,
anything?
no, nobody wants him here.
I do.
We couldn't arrive.
And everyone that bought his shirt that sold out last year in
Well,
London.
they bought 5 shirts and like 5 people bought them. That's what happened. And I'm
Really,
sticking
they
to it.
bought
I have a question.
50 shirts.
Couldn't
and
Arise
50
going
That's still 50.
from its grave?
What was that, Mattis?
I said we couldn't Arise Doink the Clown from his grave.
All right,
We
Bo
had
Dallas.
Bo fucking Dallas.
Bo Dallas is a technically sound wrestler.
Bullshit.
He can be made of freaking gold. I hate his gimmick. He needs to just change it.
I love Bo Dallas. You're just negative.
I hate his gimmick. It makes me
I'm
angry.
actually having
Like,
this.
just shut up. He's so annoying.
I cannot believe it. My ears.
Pugsley, do you watch Sugar Conroy?
No.
Oh. Do you watch Brain Scratch Comms?
No.
Oh. Fuck.
I don't watch it. The only person I watch is Rap Critic.
Do you like the
And
Riddler? Do you like the Riddler?
Why?
The Batman villain?
Yes.
I don't know a lot about him except I think Jim Carrey played him.
I thought you would play at least
I
one of the
think-
Arkham games.
That's literally all I know.
Well then, Dragon Man, that means that Bo Dallas is a good heel. And some of the best characters just make a lot of puns. Like, while I was playing Arkham Knight once, the Riddler made one of the best puns ever. You take one of the, I got one of
I
the
feel like
trophies, and the Riddler said,
Are you trying to
"I've
compare?
riddled Gotham with them."
Of course he did. He's the Riddler. Duh.
So Tita, for things that came out of Comic-Con, here's one. Hasbro and Machinima team up for an animated Transformers series geared towards adults.
And kids are going to watch it and they're going to be like, think of the children! And it's going to get canceled in a year.
But
Well, have you-
the company you're thinking of is actually Machinima, and I hate them a lot. Because they sold out hardcore.
How did they sell out?
Here's how they started. They started out as this network that was supposed to showcase independently made Machinima movies. And for those that don't know, Machinima is when you record footage in a video game and make a movie out of it. It's sort of like Red vs. Blue, Pre-Game Lobby. There's several other Machinimas that have been made that I can't remember off the top of my head. And eventually they started going away from that, and now they're just a generic video game channel.
Maybe it was an important business decision they had to make, and that's what they did.
I know, but they made so many good Machinimas popular from 2007 to 2008, but starting in 2009, they started gearing more
That
towards...
was also when YouTube changed,
yes,
wasn't it?
yes,
So they
for the
had to
worse.
adapt or perish. And they chose to adapt.
They could have still showcased
Why are you
Machinimas.
putting up with it?
I mean,
Because YouTube...
fair.
TW's like, Machinima sold out because they don't do what they did in 2007,
Wait, who
2008.
did what?
Machinima is basically when you take video game footage and you make a movie out of it. From 2007 2008, that's what the brand Machinima was known for. Tito thinks they sold out in 2009 when YouTube made their whole big revamping things. So either you adapted to it or your channel fell apart.
They were
So,
still very
From a
popular.
business standpoint, what are you gonna do?
They
Make
had
sure
their-
you survive.
They were still very popular when they were showcasing independently made Machinima videos. They also are what made...
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ambrose making his comeback,
made
but-
the bros very, very, very mad.
What's gross, Mattis?
I said the bros, as in Ambrose.
Oh, Ambrose. You're calling him the bros now?
The bros.
Tokyo.
Brosomania is running wild.
So stuck in my head now. Say it in, so.
Yeah,
Stuck
because
in
they
my.
played it over and over again.
That's because that's the only thing. That's the only thing Victoria can do right now.
Keep writing one of these.
Ambrose believes!
Like, oh, hey, hello, you.
You're
Yes.
a lie.
You're right, T-Dub. Ambrose believes that he's about to kill himself, Bo Dallas.
Oh, a super Bodazzler! Oh! He hit him with a flatliner. Nice. Oh, Bo is busted open.
What?
He's got a bleeding elbow.
Oh. I was like, his face is fine. What are you talking about? Oh.
T-Dub, would you like to concuss it and make it all better?
This shows how much of a badass Bo is. He is bleeding profusely, yet he's still carrying on.
I don't think he's bleeding profusely. I think he'll be okay.
But is it me or is Dean Ambrose starting to grow a beard?
He always does it occasionally. He just doesn't shave and then he shaves it off.
Who?
See?
There's nothing on his face.
He has a little fuzz
Where?
on his face.
I don't see anything.
Under here.
Oh!
Ew, it's not that under.
So close.
It's really light. Like, you
Whoa.
can't see.
Nobody likes
Dirty
that.
deeds done dirt cheap.
Look, Jeff. Someone needs to tell Jeff he needs to shave.
Okay, that was a pretty good match, I gotta say.
The team cares.
Yeah, that's...
No one can argue. That was a good
I
match.
have no fucking comment.
You just don't want to admit that you saw a good match out of Bo Dallas, isn't it? That's it.
I
Yeah,
have
it's
no
a good match. Just so there you go.
comment.
Mattis will never admit it.
I didn't even know. I just said Dean Ambrose puts on good matches, so there you go.
That was a really good effort from both men in this match. I can only
Just
imagine.
as-
What was that, Mike?
I was just about to say, just as you won't admit that Total Divas is the best wrestling show on Tuesday nights.
This sounds like rage quitting.
Mattis, are you okay? There's Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso's dancing.
Somebody just rage quit?
Fuck.
Yep, that's yes, the rage quitting.
So a picture fell off my wall and it hit.
Are you okay?
It wasn't by me, but it was by my computer outlet.
Oh
Ah.
no.
Oh,
So it just turned off my computer because it hit the outlet,
That's what you want to say.
and it hit the what's it called, the plug that, like, the surge protector that my computer's plugged into, my desktop computer, that is.
Oh, okay.
So
By the way, on Tough Enough this week, the fans chose wrong. That ZZ should not have stayed on the show. Did anyone else watch Tough Enough?
nope.
I haven't yet.
The fans fucked up.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised the people fucked up?
Oh, great. Alicia Fox can mean a thing, which means now she's going to get pushed even more. Fuck.
What's happening?
Alicia Fox is going to be in a sci-fi show, which means WWE is going to start pushing Alicia Fox again.
No, they're not. They're just gonna give her like one mention, and that's about it.
Who?
Alicia Fox, like they always do to this poor girl. T-Dub's like, she's gonna get a push from this. I'm like, she's probably not. They're gonna have her on TV for 1 minute in some write-off segment that no one's gonna care about, and she's like, I'm in a movie, and then she's like, okay, that's it, because they don't care about her. It sucks. What?
You want to talk about a shot?
What happened?
So remember I told you the picture fell off the wall?
Yeah.
It didn't hit the wire. When it hit was the actual surge protector, and apparently it landed at just the right spot that it literally landed on the switch and turned everything off.
Well, at least your laptop's on, so you have Skype still.
Yes.
By the way, Mess, you saw Terminator Genesis last week, right?
Yes, I did.
And I saw it last week as well. I enjoyed it. Did you?
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
This film seems to be getting slammed by critics, though. They don't seem to like it at all.
I don't think it's people that hadn't actually seen the movie and they're just like, how dare you do a Terminator movie?
I think what I've seen from most people's complaints is that they think that the time travel stuff is a bit convoluted in this movie.
Time travel itself is convoluted. Like, what do you want?
I don't know. I mean, I found it enjoyable. It's obviously not as good as the first two Terminator movies, but I agree that with James Cameron that this is a true sequel to T2.
Okay. Speaking, I don't know if he's ever worked with James Cameron, but there's a composer that died like a week or two ago. Maybe it was more than a week or two ago. It's kind of sad about that. I was like, oh, he did a lot of good things. They're in a plane crash too. Like, that's fucked up. But anyway, on a different note, what is the deal with Vampiro and Pentagon Jr.? Because I watched Lucha Underground today because I can't watch on Wednesdays because reasons. And it's like, he can't get back in the ring, and he frickin' took a kick to the back of the head and a chair to the spine. I'm like, are they gonna kill him?
He'll be fine. He's been rested up.
He's gonna die.
He had a good nap.
He's going to die. Death is imminent. He's going to die.
Here's the thing.
Gonna kill him.
Here's the thing, Pugsley.
Nope.
Pugsley, here's the thing.
Oh, go ahead, T-Dub.
They already filmed the entire first season months ago, so Vampiro is still alive.
No, I know, but it's just like watching it. I'm just like, death is him. He is dead. All of it. Death.
But I have a theory on it, though. Pentagon Jr.'s master is Vampiro.
You've been saying that for months now, and I believe it when I see it.
How does it work, though? How would that work?
I know who his master is. It's all coming together now.
Because, like, he's supposed to sacrifice Vampiro to his master or whatever. How is he going to sacrifice Vampiro to himself?
I got it. I know who the master is. It's Kevin Sullivan.
What the hell is that?
Kevin Sullivan, the Taskmaster from WCW.
Oh.
He had a huge feud with Hulk Hogan in the early 90s.
I probably haven't caught up with that yet. I was born in 93.
I was born in 1990.
I have a lot of backtracking to do, Tito.
I know, but I was born in 1990 and I was still able to learn this stuff.
I didn't. No one told me about it. I don't think anyone in my house watched ECW.
Yeah.
Or not ECW, WCW.
Yeah, well, catch yourself up on your wrestling.
I don't think anybody in my house watched ECW either, so either way, I'm right.
You haven't watched any ECW either?
No.
You gotta watch Heat Wave 98.
I was a little kid. No one probably told me about it.
There are two pay-per-views you need to watch.
The only thing I watched was...
No, there are two ECW pay-per-views that are must-watch. Which is Barely Legal 97, which is their first pay-per-view, and Heat Wave 98, which is their best pay-per-view.
I'll watch it whenever my travels take me to some wrestler, and I'm like, I want to know about their history, and then I'll watch it. That's how I started watching WCW stuff. I wanted to know more about Vampiro, and I was like, look, stuff he's done!
Yeah, he was there in their final days.
Yeah, and that's what I was really upset about. I was like, yay! Oh, wait, that's so upsetting. That's the worst time to be in a company, ever.
Rusev literally crushed. Super kick! But apparently Rusev is going to be wearing boots now.
Alright.
Dolph Ziggler got his ass kicked because he is a loser. And apparently that's all he's good at. Dragon Man in the chat. Settle! Miedo! That's got to be one of the best catchphrases in pro wrestling. At least one of my favorites. And now it's time for the Irish boot, I'm guessing, by the green collars.
No!
Why is he on his shoes now? This is weird.
Yeah, they're making him wear boots now because he broke his ankle last time, remember? And they're like,
All right,
no,
folks, I'm back. So what I miss? I had my back turned to the TV.
you're watching Rusev now with boots because he hurt his foot last time, and WWE's like, no, we're not letting that happen again. Start wearing
I've
boots.
known that for ages. They reported that was going to happen, like back when he broke.
So has to be about 200 pounds, so this 138 kilos is annoying.
Huh?
I would say that he's 188 kilos, but I feel like he's got to weigh at least 200 pounds.
Wait.
And of course, LPH brings up in the chat that Terminator 3 and Salvation have now been retconned by the most recent movie.
No, but again, and that was the thing you wanted to talk about. I really loved it. Me and my friend, the funniest part is Arnold Schwarzenegger's rape face, as we call it.
I tell him when he tried to smile. I tell him when he
And for
tried.
those who don't know, it's every time Arnold's character smiles. Because it's the goofiest, creepiest smile ever.
Speaking of which, Bill Cosby admitted to drugging women.
What? He did now. Okay.
Do not defend him or we're not friends.
Don't worry, I'm not.
No.
Even Disney is Disney's.
Right.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby's drug.
I wanna know-
Bill Cosby has a long history of drugging
this.
cannery women.
What was
I totally
the
thought
least?
Mattis was going to be like, what? And then defend him, and I was like, you're about to get punched in the face through the internet. Don't even.
Let me goddamn finish. What happened was there was a release of a deposition from, what was it, 2005? I think it was, or whatever.
Sure. What did he
In
say?
which he said he went and got drugs. And yes, that is very damaging to his case. But it's
Who went and got drugs and did what with them?
not to...
Did them himself? And women just made up the stories that they were drugged?
I like to go zip, zip,
But a
zip,
lot of people got those
boom.
drugs in the 70s.
All I will say is, I'm surprised it took this long for Disney to start separating themselves from Bill Cosby.
I'm not knocking anybody that wants to separate themselves. This is the way the world works. Somebody does something remotely bad, and it's, oh, we all got to separate and act like he didn't ever exist.
The only person who right now I feel sorry for right now is Jared Fogle.
Yes.
I absolutely feel sorry for him. You know, from everything I read about that story, he's done nothing. There's no proof that he was part of that this was in regards to his former employee who was looking at child pornography.
Yes, it's
and
all
he
about
made,
the.
like,
Yeah,
how-
it's all about
yeah,
the.
and proxy settings, and you know how usually child pornographers actually, you know, despite what people like to think about, you know, LolitaCon and anime, you know, where's that?
Isn't that Jared the Subway guy?
No.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Get.
What happened?
Yep.
Oh, he might be a pedophile.
Oh,
No, he's not a pedophile.
okay. What happened? Because I don't know anything about this.
Okay,
let me
so
tell you,
here's
I
what
wanna tell you.
happened. About
Hey,
what was
wait.
it, a year ago?
I
I
wanna
think
tell
the
you.
article said he had an employee that was part of a foundation that he started was found to
Did a
be
thing.
found to have child pornography, and they're still searching for everything that he has. And apparently, he had like stored it at Jared's house. So the CIA, I think the FBI had to raid Jared's house. There's no evidence that he looked at child pornography, but that it was stored in his house by this guy.
Yeah, and I feel terrible for him.
Who, Jared?
If that's the case, because he can go down for it. It's in his house. Even if he didn't know about it, I think he can still go down for it. Can't he?
Hopefully not, because he is cooperating with the FBI completely.
The question here is, if it, it goes again. If somebody goes into your house and puts something there without your knowledge and you don't know about it,
I think that's you shouldn't get in trouble, but that's not what the law says. I think it may also depend on which state too. So it's like the whole drug thing. You get drugs found on you, everybody's going to jail in your house.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a very splitting hairs situation.
Was a 2005 deposition. Here's why one of the things I find this funny about is that people are acting like, oh my God, Bill Cosby did this. Yeah, Bill Cosby did this in the 60s and 70s when everybody did this.
But he also has a long history of drug and raping women in that same time period too. Other people didn't do that. Creepy people did.
Oh, a lot of people did this. It was the 60s.
They went out and did drugs. He didn't.
Very heavy drugged.
Yes, but his intention was to drug women so he could do things to them while they didn't know. That's what he was doing, and there's the problem.
Saying it's not bad.
Hey, speaking of potential date rapists, Fandango.
That's rude.
Good
not. You have missed that. No.
No, it's
he
not.
Just likes to dance. Don't judge him.
I'm not saying don't judge him.
No, that's no, Mass. We're moved on to Fandango.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
Mass,
he just likes to dance. Don't judge him.
I never said don't judge him.
Mass, we're not talking about Bill Cosby.
What T-Dub said. I'm talking to what T-Dub said. He called him a potential date rapist. And I was like, no, shut up, you're wrong.
Oh.
We moved on to Fandango.
Good, you moved on. Alright. Oh, that's right, my friend's in Comic-Con, so I'm sure he's going to send me tons of hentai
By the way,
photos.
I hope
run far away.
If there's one convention I'll never go to, it's Comic-Con, because it's so goddamn full of people, and the lines are so goddamn long. It's just not worth it.
I mean, the urge is to want to go once, but just going there, and I'm sure as press, it's just.
Yeah, if I got a press pass, then I would go, but I would not go there as just a con goer.
But I'm just saying, like, press, it's like, it's. Like, I like going to small conventions and being pressed there because it's very much more personal and it's much more natural.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I can't imagine how impersonal and, like, just how timed and, like, everything that it is. I'd rather go to a small comic book convention and, like, interview these, comic book. To be fair, comic book, of everything that I'm a fan of, comic books is the one that's pissing me off these days. I just can't I can't stand how the social justice warriors have infiltrated it, and it just pisses me off.
And that is...
Well, in the same way, like how Anita Sorcisa...
Yes, I know about her, but which comic?
Well, I'm just saying in comics in general, like the fact that, it seems like every week there's a new costume change for women, and it's always more and more clothes because boo, bad any cleavage, and boo, bad any butt shots, and boo, anything that might be considered sexy. And, again, in a fight that I've been saying that's been happening for years, which is sex positive versus sex negative.
I think you could do an entire article on this.
I could.
I'm
too lazy.
No, you probably should.
Dress code and
I should, but again, I'm
body positive, body negative stuff. And no one seems to ever listen, and it's like, why, world? Shut up, you're all wrong and stupid.
I read the Wonder Woman thing, because I get Wonder Woman, and I don't necessarily have a complete problem with it. My problem has just been the fact that it's her third or fourth costume in like 3 years, and each costume they're putting more and more and more clothes, and it's not that the costume is bad. It's just very obvious that they're doing it to please a certain group of fans who aren't going to buy the comic. Really, they just like to complain about the comic.
And there is a reason why. There is a reason by her most famous outfit, and that's because she's an Amazon. She only lives with women most of the time.
Yes. And again, I got into, I don't want to say argument, but like I posted something about this on Facebook and someone said a thing, and I don't have a problem with characters having multiple costumes. I think all characters should have multiple costumes. You know, and in regards to females that have sexy, take Starfire. Like, I hope that whatever happens, like, because I do like the costume she has. I love how it's like a parallel and connects with the Teen Titans animated series in a way. But I would love to see to where, I've gone through all my problems and I now feel I can go back into this costume, but I also know that when I go into public, this costume might be better for people to deal with me. Like, I'm too, this is what I feel comfortable, but at the same point in time, there are people to where I'm too much of a woman for. So to smooth things over and actually get things done, I'm going to wear this costume, or just the fact to wear a sexy costume just to piss them off, or whatever. It's not the point. The point is that I think all characters can have multiple costumes.
Yeah, Batman has multiple costumes.
And by the way,
so does Tony Stark.
To prove that the whole Wonder Woman costume is PC, and that whole I call them Sarceasian people, because I'm trying to find the word to describe it, because to call them feminists is unfair to feminism, and actual feminists are trying to get things done that are sex positive. And there's got to be another name we have to figure for these people, besides crazy. And it just came out to where.
Oh my God, that's such a good name.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yes.
Thank you. But I mean, it's just the point where I'm reading Wonder Woman comic, and she's talking about like I am a queen now. I'm no longer a princess. And I'm like, wow. The subtext is strong with this one. And I like subtext. I just don't like political subtext.
There's always going to be political subtext in comics, though.
There's always political, but it's like, in general, the political subtext is like, we should get along. We should get along. But in recent years, it seems like the political subtext is like, boo, boo, boo. I'm trying not to get into this because I know me Pugsley are going to get it.
Right. Is it because it's a bit? Is it because it's a bit too much on the head? It's too much in your face.
That's part of it, certainly.
Is it where it stops being subtext and just becomes the text?
Well, it stops being subtext and it becomes more of a one-sided. We're taking this side of the political viewpoint.
Right.
I mean, that's why I keep saying, making the connection to Anita Sarkeesian.
Sarkeesian.
You know who I'm saying. I have saying her name.
Not a vowel, a letter.
Because
then I was like, I don't know what her last name is anymore. I've stopped paying attention to her.
But it's those same ideas that are being pumped into comics.
Right, and unfortunately, former Channel Awesome reviewer Lindsay Ellis is apparently friends with Anita.
Yeah.
Which I should have seen coming.
She also doesn't tolerate anybody saying anything negative about her, and she will call you a rapist if you even try. She did it to Sophie, and I was like, "You're a bitch. Fuck off."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure what's going on with all those
my friend
Shaz-apocalypse
Sophie
people.
was
But-
like, she had an interesting stance on the whole Gamergate nonsense that is just so fucked up. The Gamergate itself, I can't even begin to explain to you what it is because it's just muddled with bullshittery. And
Gamergate is a bullshit thing that is so muddled with bullshit.
yes,
It just really is, because there's so many different sides to it. There's this group over here, I call them Gamer. Basically, you had all these different things happening, and all of them calling themselves Gamersgate.
so yeah, there's too many people involved, too many people picking sides, but there's a really nasty side that like to target women and be absolutely horrific and terrible and be like, I'm gonna blow up your house, I'm gonna blow you, I'm gonna kill your family, I'm gonna kill and they're just like, Gamergate, and it's just like, what are you, and so like she had called out that side of it, the nasty side of it, and like was trying to say that's not okay, and then but like Anita can't go around being blind to some issues and just blanketing everything. She needs to do her research. And I don't remember the specific thing that was said, but friggin' Lindsay Ellis called her out and said that she like supports people being raped. And it was like, what the fuck? What, like, Sophie was over here with her answer, and Lindsay was all the way over freaking there with her response. And it was like, you didn't read what she said, did you? Because I don't think you did. And like, honestly,
Wait a minute.
people have told me that Lindsay Ellis is like mean or like bitchy sometimes, and I'm just like, that was not cool to say. And she just kept attacking Sophie till she had to like take a break from like the internet for 2 days because she was so upset about it. And I'm like, that's not cool.
Time out. Okay, who was Lindsay saying she hoped got raped?
No, she didn't say that. She said, do you know, I don't know her name. Her name's Sophie. I'm friends with her. She's really cool. She's really smart. She talks about a lot of cool stuff, and I love her to pieces. And she had said something about something related to Anita oh my god, Anita, and it blew up, and she was like, so essentially you support rape, and you hope women get raped or something. And she was like, no, I don't. And she was just like, yes, you do. And she like repeatedly attacked poor Sophie.
Okay,
and Sophie was like, what are you doing?
So let me get. So Lindsay attacked her, saying that she supports rapists.
Yes.
She had a problem with Anita's.
Anita, yes.
Okay.
That's
Now I get.
boiled down in
I
a
was lost
nutshell.
for a moment.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember what happened specifically. It's been a while, and it put a bad taste in my mouth, and I cut all ties with almost anything, like, related to anything that I had. Because I still followed her on Twitter, but I wasn't on Twitter at that time. And I was like, bye! You're terrible.
There's a great YouTube video I just saw recently. The gentleman's named Thunderfoot. I don't know.
Oh, I've heard
Oh,
nothing good about it.
he's part of the YouTube atheist community with people like TJ, Drunken Pet, TJ, The Bible
apparently,
Reloaded,
like, the
Jacqueline Glenn, that whole
worst
group of
human being
people.
ever. And other people are like, he is so great, but then I see other people tearing his arguments apart, and I'm just like, his arguments are bullshit. What? Okay.
Well, but in general, I think, it's hit or miss. It's depending, I've seen some things where I disagree with him, things I agree with him. But I think he does put his videos in general about thought. He did a video recently on feminism, and again, the whole sex positive thing. And I do agree with him. I think we don't talk enough about the fact that, some of this is just, the hypocrisy of, feminism and the way it attacks, sexual objectification. It's just, and I think it does come down, it's just to they're jealous or whatever of these other girls because they're considered sexy or whatever, and they don't consider themselves sexy. At some point, some of these opinions have to be looked at what's the base desire of why they're doing this.
By the way, you're talking over what's going to totally be a 5-star match between Roman Reigns and The Big Show.
Bullshit. Next.
By the way, why is that car still there?
Because it's taunting everybody.
It's been there for an
It's
hour
rock.
now.
Because the 12th commandment says the car stays.
Because Brock Lesnar will show up and be like, you pooped the car! And everyone's too scared to touch it.
Brock Lesnar's just hiding in the trunk.
Yep.
Yes, thundering, woo!
I'm so confused. Did I watch the new episode of Beauty and the Beast a week early? Not a week early, a day or two early. Somehow, magically, I think I did. I did.
I think that's a new singlet that Big Show's wearing.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it looks like a new singlet.
I think that's Big Show. No, he's not wearing a new singlet. He's wearing a T-shirt under it.
Are you swimming?
Big Show's officially getting old. I love Crunchman's comments. So glad I watched SmackDown before I came to the stream, or I'd have a hard time concentrating on it while listening to this pop culture discussion.
Can't tell if that's good or bad.
I think that's good because that means we're. I think that's good because that means we're more entertaining than SmackDown.
Hopefully, I'm posting something in the Skype chat.
Okay.
For you. Okay.
If it's anything Thunderfoot related, I'm not watching it. I already made that decision. I'm just not going to. I don't care about him.
About who?
Thunderfoot.
Oh.
Have you heard of Mr. Repsion?
And I think he makes good points. So
have you heard of Mr.
Repsion?
Have you heard of Mr. Repsion?
Yeah, I follow him.
Oh yeah, he makes some good points. And Big Show just pulled a Looney Tunes. That was a Looney Tunes moment. And Roman Reigns with the Rider Kick. Oh, is Big Show going to get counted out? Oh, is he? Oh, he's dizzy. 8. Oh, no, he's back in the ring. The match is still going on. Boo. If WWE has any mercy, they'll end this match within the next 1 minute.
They won't.
I want to ask, how many times have they done this match this year? Roman Reigns versus The Big Show.
I don't want to know.
A lot.
I'm sure if I went to cagematch.net, I could probably look it up.
I'm sure you could.
Because they have all the match listings there. All of them. Even for house shows. Oh, well, looks like I'm getting my wish.
Dun 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 dun.
But what do you guys think about Steve Austin being the cover?
No. Does Roman go out there when you have to do something? No. So shut up.
Wasting time.
Yes. Why? That was funny.
Oh, by the way, we have somebody who we're training at work whose name is Wyatt. And we asked
Do you call him Bray? Just call him Bray Wyatt. Just do it.
And we asked if his last name was Bray.
Call him Bray Wyatt.
Someone at Madison's job is named Wyatt.
So did you look in my classroom?
Did I?
But what do you guys think about Steve Austin being on the cover of 2K16? Me, I was hoping it would be someone that was actually on the roster.
Yeah, exactly. I think that the WWE has no faith in any of their current superstars to carry the game.
Other than John Cena.
You think they would have at least put Roman Reigns on the cover? Or Seth Rollins? Somebody.
Oh wow, got really dark up like the last 5 seconds.
Although I'm calling next year to be
Bray looks like he lost me too.
Sami.
Maybe the weight that Bray lost went to Big Show.
Spider Bray does whatever a Spider Bray does. Kidnaps people in his cult. Look out, here comes the Spider Bray! One, two, three. That was a pin, right? That looks like a pin.
I don't see a writing implement there. Or a sewing implement.
Is it me, or with a beard like that, does Bray Wyatt look sort of like a rabbi a little bit? Mattis.
No, I heard you. It's like, maybe a
He needs the curly sideburns.
bit aesthetic.
Oh, we're replacing Diana with another girl.
Who's Diane? Oh.
Yeah, Diana just out of
Yeah.
nowhere left tough enough.
Replacing her.
Yeah, I remember.
And then Hulk Hogan's... Do you know what Hulk Hogan's response to that was? Who? Princess brother?
Apparently, they're replacing her with the Lance Storm's female student, the one who played Daniel Bryan's therapist.
Which is very awesome, because if she's a student of Lance Storm, then she is going to be awesome.
Alright.
But I'm very excited for just the roster size of 2K16 this year, because it's going to be over 120 people on the roster shipped with the disc. That's not counting DLC.
Oh.
And by the way, Samoa Joe will be in the game.
Oh, that's been confirmed?
They've at least said that they're trying to put Samoa Joe in the game. So if nothing else, he might end up DLC, but he's definitely going to be in the game.
But will it be as Samoa Joe or Joey Samoa?
Good question. We'll have to wait and see how the contract works out.
No, the contract is for him to be called Samoa Joe.
For now. They can change his name at a moment's notice, and you know it.
No.
In fact, they might change his name to Hawaii Joe, for all we know.
What? Why would they do that? That's dumb.
So that way he can come out doing like a hula dance.
So,
That would be stupid.
Oh, no.
so you know what I've been hooked on?
ESU, Big Kahuna.
You know what I have been... You know what? My God, it's a Fantastic Four promo.
Yes, yes it is.
The Thing Burger at Red Robin. Oh, Denver.
No,
Okay.
I hope the new Fantastic Four movie doesn't suck.
So, but what I've been recently hooked on is watching marble runs on YouTube.
Watching what?
Marble runs.
Marvel runs?
Marble.
Oh.
Marvel?
Marbles.
Oh.
You remember as a kid you could get those like track pieces, like they were like S-curves and a little pin
Yeah.
everything, and you'd make little like racetracks for marbles to go
You
down.
just have videos of that on YouTube?
Yeah.
I have never actually
That's
owned
weird.
those.
I am watching this guy, Jel Bacher. I think he's like from Denmark. He like has built some like massive machines. Like, let me send you guys. He has a machine that has over 11,000, 1,100, 1,000, 11,000 marbles in it.
Damn.
I'm gonna send you.
Yeah, I think I totally watched the newest episode of Beauty and the Beast or a day or two. I don't know how, because I unless they're showing a new episode of an older one first, I don't know.
I sent you guys the video in the Skype chat.
I'll be sure to check that out later tonight. By the way, I'm sad Bobert's not here because I want to talk to him about his Let's Play.
Robert needs to be here.
Okay, after this list, I am going to vote for Mark Henry. Millions of
I'm voting
dollars.
Sheamus.
Look, a Bo Dallas t-shirt in the crowd right there on camera. I love it, Maggle. I have to ask, does the New Day have a t-shirt? Does anybody know if the New Day has any t-shirts? Because they should. I'm surprised that Kofi is still breathing.
I think he's on life support.
He got the fuck suplex out of him on Saturday.
I like Kofi's clap. That whole, he claps and then the upward motion. Like, ah, ah.
Let's see here.
And Kalisto flew, but not in the way that he was anticipating. Why is their finisher called the Midnight Hour? I don't get it.
Because after the midnight hour, it's a new day.
Right. Well, in the midnight hour.
Reference, but never mind.
Well, in the midnight hour, the fans want more, 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 more.
Thank you.
That's what always comes to mind whenever anyone says anything about midnight hour.
How do you like it?
Yep.
The only other thing that comes to mind when it comes to
No, they're
midnight,
just battle bands. It's okay.
the only other thing that comes to mind when it comes to midnight is 2 Minutes to Midnight by Iron Maiden. Oh, LPH, are you going to NXT in New York? Because if so, that would be pretty awesome.
Which, by the way, I'm willing to bet that one of the matches is going to be for the tag team titles, and it's going to be Blake and Murphy versus Enzo and Big Cass. I'm predicting that's why the Vaudevilles won this past week.
By the way, Alexa Bliss is one of my favorite people
This
right
is
now.
the
Because she had a tweet, and she referenced Emilio.
Who's she reference?
She referenced Emilio from wrestling memes. You know, when they had the whole thing about Emilio making a tweet saying this day that Sting shows up is the day that he'll suck everyone's dick.
Oh
yeah!
Oh,
Yeah, like
Hi.
there's a picture of the tag champions going making that face, and then she tagged it with that face you make when you're going, "Oh, Emilio."
Wait a minute, who did it?
Alexa Bliss.
Oh, god damn it. Props to her. I'm
Like-
just liking her more and more.
Like you can find it under my favorites on Twitter. And Titus O'Neil with the Hulkamania leg drop.
What you gonna do, brother, when the Omega House of Florida runs wild on you?
Oh, I get it. You like Titus O'Neil because he's from Florida.
Actually, I'm a Florida State guy, so
You're not a Florida State guy?
I've always been a Florida State guy.
Oh, you're a Gator?
Florida State Seminoles.
Oh, not the Gators. Oh, we're getting. Oh, Kofi getting. Are both members? Kofi and Xavier are being thrown out. Sky High.
Somewhere, D'Lo Brown is happy.
That was a big ending for Big E.
By the way, Mike Shaw posted in our Skype that yes, New Day does have a T-shirt. And yes, Mattis will probably be buying it soon. By the way, I'm so happy that the Millions of Dollars dance is catching on with the crowd. That makes me really happy. And Jimmy Uso is doing a little dance again. He seems to like doing that a lot.
Wait a minute, has Jimmy Uso been there the entire night?
Yes.
Yes, he has.
This is like his third week on commentary, second or third.
He's gonna be on there until his brother gets back. You watch.
And here's the cover star. I'm not sure why they went with Steve Austin, but okay. Seems like a random choice to me.
Because, they're not trying to, do Austin versus Lesnar at WrestleMania 32.
Well, Steve Austin
But by
said.
the way, I do want to say this. I love how they're doing it, how they're, how they're leaving it to Austin to be nonchalant. There was a thing he said in a recent interview that made me like, aha, a clue, Sherlock. And it was like he said, I wrestled my last match. I have nothing to prove. I've left everything in the ring. Which means that Lesnar is going to have to do something to get Austin back in the ring.
Why would they want to?
But do that to his favorite.
That when it comes WrestleMania time, we're probably going to hear some awesome promos from Paul Heyman that's going to get under Austin's skin.
I know exactly what's going to happen. Brock Lesnar is going to drink Steve Austin's beer, and that'll be the last straw.
I was gonna say, didn't Austin say he wanted one more match?
Yes, he's been saying that for years. So for him to add
one more match is great. It's a great thing to do against Brock Lesnar because he'll kill you.
But
And not care.
Here's the thing that's really funny about it is like he's been saying that for years. All of a sudden he says, "Oh yeah, I'm not coming back to wrestle. I don't want one more match."
Yeah, that strikes me as just.
That's how everybody says.
I'm going to sit there and say this. It's like, again, we don't have absolute proof that this is what's in the storyline. But when it does happen, we're just all going to sit back and say, we saw this motherfucking shit coming. And it was beautiful how they set it up.
I feel bad for J&J. They just got a new Cadillac and now it's dead.
Oh, they can buy another one. They got plenty of money.
Hey. To be fair, the Cadillac was already dead when Jamie drove it all the way through West Virginia so many times.
And now we have the most boring man in the world!
I keep forgetting that Randy Orton's still here. I keep thinking he's like out on break and he's gonna come back. But I think he made his return like months ago, so I'm like, alright.
More like on Monday.
Really?
Does anybody...
I thought he was back on and off occasionally for the past like month.
I guess, does anybody know who Randy's feuding with right now?
Sheamus.
I thought he was feuding with Neville.
No, he was feuding with Sheamus.
Oh, okay.
That shows how little I pay attention.
No. Sheamus was feuding with Neville, but Neville was also feuding with Bo Dallas and the New Day, along with the Primetime Players.
So everybody's feuding with everybody is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They're not little.
Only thing is, you're not allowed to use the word feud anymore.
You're right. They're having
a contest.
Yeah, they're having a conflict is what's going on. There's a conflict between them. I just love in that one shot you could clearly see a sign behind Lesnar and Seth Rollins that just said Waluigi.
I saw it too. The sign that was
Wah!
behind Brock Lesnar.
Oh, by the way, remember when we were talking about San Diego Comic-Con?
Yeah.
There's one piece of news. You guys hear the news that came out of Capcom?
Oh, what's the news?
That in Street Fighter V, Ken will be part of the roster.
That what?
Ken.
Street Fighter 10?
Street Fighter V.
Yes?
Ken will be a part of the roster.
Did you say Ted?
Ken.
No. Ken. Oh, Ken.
Ken.
Well, Ken should be a part of the Street Fighter roster.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, there were some people that thought he may not be it because apparently, in some of the conversations from the director, he says he wants to do away with duplicate characters. So since Ryo's in there, there was a thought that they wouldn't have any more Shadow Fighter. Not Shadow, but
Clones.
well, basically it's the same fighting style. So since they had Ryu, that they wouldn't have Ken. But it's looking more and more like they're going to take a lot of Street Fighter 3 characters into the game, with Birdie being there. And there's talks that at some point they're going to reveal that Alex.
Yeah, I've honestly never been a big fan of Street Fighter. My main fighting series that I go to are Tekken and Mortal Kombat, and I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game since Armageddon.
You haven't played Mortal Kombat X yet?
No. I also haven't played Mortal Kombat 9 either.
Awesome.
I also haven't played Mortal Kombat 9. I haven't gotten time to get around to it.
Have you seen the it's probably a video somewhere, but I saw the GIF set. It's Drago and Pentagon Jr. in full their full ring gear and whatnot, playing Mortal Kombat together. It's kind of funny.
Have you ever seen?
I think it's hilarious.
I remember there's a promotion called DDT, and they once had a whole group of 4 pro wrestlers playing Fire Pro Wrestling Returns in the ring, and that was awesome. It's always awesome whenever I see people playing video games, just out of nowhere, just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this now. Crunchman says that the feuds are basically a giant circle jerk. In WWE, that is. Yes.
What?
Crunchman says the feuds in WWE are. Crunchman said that the feuds in WWE are a giant circle jerk.
You get your
So what's that, Mattis?
Did you get the PlayStation Plus games for the month?
No, I don't have PS Plus.
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm just trying to save as much money as possible.
Did you say you have a PS4 now?
I have a PS4. I just don't have PS Plus because I'm trying to save money.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to pay bills now.
Well, you can get like a year's worth of subscription for $50.
Maybe at a later time. Am I the only one who just doesn't care about Randy Orton versus Sheamus at all?
You're not the only one.
It's something.
Honestly, I'm more interested in the Hush Puppy than Sheamus and Orton.
I'm more interested in why that clown has half his face painted.
That part is that they put good match on, just nobody cares.
Yes, because the feud between Randy Orton and Sheamus is so storied and so absolutely intense and breathtaking. Like that one time where a thing happened. Remember when they had that one match and there's disqualification? Wasn't that? Oh God, he's gonna talk! Oh why? Why are they gonna let him talk?
Somebody come out. Anybody come out.
Oh, yeah,
Hang out now, please.
I'm gonna talk into a microphone with the greatest amount of charisma that you've ever heard. I am gonna go to the ring and kick Sheamus' your ass.
Tito, shut up.
He's gonna learn the letters of RKO. The reason that I am bald is not because I keep shaving my head. It's because I'm so boring, not even my hair can stand me.
Slick by.
Yes, it's over! Thank you!
I really think people should stop saying arse and just like say ass. It's the same word. Just one's from the UK.
It's the
And means
Ascension.
what? Oh, hello, Ascension. Are you
Remember
a
when
job
the
or are you gonna do a thing?
Remember when the Ascension were like this big new tag team that were going to take the division by storm?
Yeah, I was so happy for them, and then they were like, ha 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 ha, bye.
I am so sad for the Ascension. Like, why? Why do they do this to them?
Why? What did they do? Who did they anger?
Let me guess, Randy Orton's going to RKO the both of them, right?
Yeah. They should just send them back to NXT so they can do something and be useful. Instead of being useful on like the side programs and the house shows. Back on NXT.
Oh, hello, Lightning.
These
You
two
just
guys
noticed
trying
it?
to
No, that was really intense.
Oh, okay.
These two guys going up against Randy
I know.
Orton is like two mooks trying to beat up Batman. It's just not going to happen.
Randy.
He's not gonna leave. Randy's face is like, who the fuck are these two?
What is this guy saying to me?
It's like, who do you think you fucking are? I'm Randy fucking Orton.
Oh,
Oh, he gave him an RKO. And
Out of
who
nowhere.
could have seen that RKO coming from out of
Victor's acting like he
nowhere?
didn't see that coming.
he could have been so oblivious. He was just like,
Like, did you really think? Did you really think? I really hate how half their roster is jobbers. It's really annoying.
Byron, that RKO was not out of nowhere. That is the most telegraphed RKO ever. You are dumb, and you make me feel dumb for listening to you.
Wait, did Michael be like, okay, out of nowhere, like you?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I thought so. So I tune him out most of the time.
That was from the replay, though.
Oh, now they're going to talk about Beast in the East. Awesome. At least get to see highlights of good wrestling. Oh, they're not going to actually show any of this. They're just going to briefly talk about it and then move on. Okay, then. Neener, 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 neener. There's someone in the crowd with a sign that says, I love Virgil. No, you don't. Nobody loves Virgil. I am glad that Cesaro's finally getting time to showcase how good of a wrestler he is on television.
I thought they were just gonna drop him. I'm still waiting for it too. He's gonna take the kids out for a good better part of a year.
apparently after this match, when the show went off the air, John Cena praised Cesaro in the ring pretty nicely.
Ooh.
Well, maybe this will be part of it. I mean, I know he's already face, but they hint that maybe that if he costs Kevin Owens the match at Battleground, that could be a start of a Cesaro-Owens feud.
I'd like to see that feud for the U.S. title, maybe.
Yeah.
So you think Cena should lose the title?
As much as I'm enjoying this open challenge matches, I think now would be the good time for Owens to win. Oh, god damn it, I forgot.
Especially since he's dropped his NXT title to Finn.
Divas match!
Hey, I was just thinking about these guys.
Well, by the way, it's pretty much confirmed at the SummerSlam, or at least that at SummerSlam, it's going to be probably Charlotte and Sasha Banks helping Paige fight against them.
All right.
Hey, there's a sign that says we want Emma. Yes, we do.
Are they calling Charlotte Sasha up? Is that happening? Because I don't want that. They can stay down in NXT where they're useful and not just a stereotype. Supposedly, the rumor has that the next pay-per-view, Paige is going to get help from Sasha and Charlotte with the Bellas, and I'm just like, please, just let that be a one-time thing. Keep the Divas on NXT.
Story about the
get folks on the main roster, and they won't have anything going for them. They'll just ruin them.
Did you hear the story about the parents who were freaked about the raunchy minion token?
Wait, what's that, Mattis?
What?
Because, and I wrote this story because I work at McDonald's, so we have the minion place.
Sure.
So apparently there's a 8-man minion, and these minions say minion needs, or whatever that minion talk is. And some parents think that these minions are cursing.
Oh, right,
God.
that nonsense.
That's like the Teletubbies are. That's like the rumor of the one Teletubby saying filthy things, and it's like they don't speak English. That's not what's happening here. They don't speak a language. They just make noises and stuff. Like, God.
It's complete and utter gibberish.
I hate them.
What?
Some parents think that the minion speak is them cursing. And I'm like, I want to drop kick any dumb parent who thinks this. Like, you're so stupid. And make them listen to, like, the most swear, curse-filled thing I could ever find and be like, get over it.
It reminds me of a time a few years ago when they thought a children's book that was voice narrated was talking about black holes, and some parents read it as black hose. Because that's what they thought they heard. And thus they were calling it racist.
I hate everyone.
Parents can be so dumb.
So stupid. Like,
I don't
how are you
understand
in charge of humans? Tiny humans, and you're this dumb.
Sometimes I wonder why we as humans think we're so special and we can be this dumb.
Because we don't have anything like dinosaurs to keep us in check anymore. We just run around and be stupid.
Yeah, because that's what happened.
That's it. That's it.
That's my
Pugsley.
my theory.
Pugsley, you're brilliant. We need to make Jurassic Park a real thing.
No, we don't. That's
yes,
a
we
dumb
do.
idea. Shut up. You're wrong.
That's your idea. We're gonna run with it. And it's gonna wipe out all the stupid people.
We need to make Jurassic Park a thing. No, that's bad. That's a bad idea.
You said we need dinosaurs.
You'd be eaten by dinosaurs. You'd be eaten by them because you're stupid.
Pugsley.
Let's not do it. What you do is you bring back the non-meat eating dinosaurs, and you keep it in moderation, and everything's okay.
No, we need T-Rexes everywhere.
No.
You don't want a T-Rex as a pet in your backyard?
No, because it'll eat me.
Not if you raise it as a baby.
It'll still eat you.
No, it'll think you're its mother.
It'll get hungry enough and be like, I want to gnaw on your flesh. Please and thank you.
No, it'll think that you're its mother. Because you'll raise it from a baby.
I doubt it. No, my luck, it'll step on me because I'm too damn small to see.
Okay, that's just a risk you're gonna have to take.
I don't want that risk.
Fine, I'll have the T-Rex all to myself.
Alright.
And I will ride it like a horse.
I'll laugh when it eats you. I'll laugh when it eats you.
I'm gonna make a road trip with me on top of a T-Rex going down I-95. And
Alright.
it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
And Mattis, you're not invited.
Oh, what?
You're not invited to T-Dub's T-Rex riding down a highway or whatever party he's having.
No problem. I'll be here too busy hanging with porn stars.
Alright. That was rather blunt.
Trust me, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna have a cowboy hat on, and I'm gonna be swinging it in the air as I'm going down the highway with a T-Rex.
It's knock you off its back and it's gonna eat you.
Oh. Nope. I'm going to be riding through on the Triceratops wearing the fez.
Alright.
That's the awesome dinosaur to ride on. I just need to be in space to do it.
Hello, Thunder. How are you? Being at work doing a thunderstorm sucks. It just sounds awkward. It doesn't sound like it sounds like something. It's like, oh, that's thunder, all right. And you get stupid. You can like, who's a movie that one is? It's
So
just
it's
thunder.
Tamina and Naomi versus Brie and Alicia Fox. Who are we supposed to cheer for in this match?
Naomi, obviously, 'cause she's amazing.
I know, but
Yes.
from the standpoint of face and heel, there's no baby faces in this match.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but Tamina and Naomi's on me, and they're not gonna let Naomi do it. I mean, they're not gonna let Tamina do anything, so it's really just gonna be Naomi. I really wish they would just put Naomi on NXT so we can just see her be amazing.
Crunchman in the chat. Clearly, Pugsley never saw Godzilla the anime series. That Godzilla didn't kill Nick or any of his team.
Alright, look. Godzilla is different from a freaking T-Rex, okay?
Then fine, we'll make a Godzilla.
I feel like New
That's
York would
my
be very mad at you.
territory, motherfucker.
What's that, Mattis?
I think Japan would also be like, I don't think
Still, it's
so.
my territory. Have you forgotten?
I don't think Japan or New York would be very happy for you for making Godzilla. They'll be like, excuse
We're
me.
not gonna take
Who
it
do
to
you think
you.
you are? No.
Hey! What about San Francisco?
Alright, San Francisco too. They're gonna be mad too.
Don't
I
worry,
know
we'll keep it
where
in
they-
Virginia.
I don't think that's still close to New York. A couple of hours. Like,
Don't
it
worry,
took
it'll be-
Godzilla not that long to get from Virginia to New York.
Don't worry,
they can do
we'll-
it. It's a big,
That's what
big
I was
thing.
Slam!
Don't worry, it'll be fine. We'll keep it on a leash.
It'll eat the leash. You find something that'll hold that
The
leash.
box?
It can't pull up by the roots.
TW, did you just say we'll keep it on Alicia Fox?
No, we'll keep it on a leash.
No, a leash. Yeah, we'll just keep it. We'll just tie it. We'll tie Godzilla and Alicia Fox.
Yeah, Alicia Fox can handle it, you know?
Michelle, thank you for getting Joe.
We'll give it to Brock Lesnar. Maybe he'll be able to fold it.
Maybe he'll be able to fold it?
Hold it. He's gonna hold Godzilla.
Well, you know, if you're strong enough, I mean, maybe Mark Henry can't since he's the world's strongest man. And look, Alicia Fox is in, and the crowd went mild.
She is a former WWE Divas Champion.
So is Kelly
Yeah,
Kelly.
a lot
What's
of
your
people are.
point?
Again, I do not see the problem with Kelly Kelly. Other than she couldn't run the ropes well.
And she has no
That's
expressions
kind of
other
the
than...
issue.
She also has no expressions other than... Duh. Oh, look, more cheating. And they're... this stupid fucking feud. Fuck this whole segment.
There's one way to make it better, though, T-Dub. That's every Tuesday night at 9/8 Central, watching Total Divas on E.
You know, I never thought there'd be a moment where I would miss Randy Orton, but here it is.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Total Divas, T-Dub, I have a button to give you. T-Dub?
What?
I said I have a button to give you.
I don't have a soundboard.
It's a button that is that has the recording of Matty J fulfilling a certain bet that he did on episode 50.
Oh yes, you should make that a button and use it next time you're on the WrestleCast.
I don't know if you've heard episode 50 yet.
I believe if anyone hasn't, they should. It was an enjoyable time for me there.
And of course you got fired because you reminded me of the bet.
I reminded you of what?
You reminded me of the bet that I made Matty J fulfill.
Oh yes.
Alright, I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but I can literally not hear the phrase, you remind me of, and then I'm just like, the babe with the power!
Well, see, Matty...
What happened in my head? Hope
What
you're
happened
happy.
was T-Dub reminded me of a bet I made with Matty J about,
No, I get it.
the Divas
I
match.
understand.
Oh, you know the bet?
Yes, but you had said you reminded me of it instantly. I was like the babe with the power. It happens every time I hear the words "you remind me of" in any way, shape, or form in a sentence. Every time. I'm not kidding.
Girl that I once knew.
That's not it's the wrong thing.
What? No Usher?
Labyrinth. Let's talk about Labyrinth. It's weird that I remember because I've literally seen that movie once.
LPH, why would you want Eva Marie as the champion?
Because
apparently, like
reasons.
Matty J, it's his favorite female wrestler.
No, Crinchman. Actually, she's not busy with NXT. She's been personally trained by
LA.
Brian Kendricks.
In LA, she's not with NXT at all in any way, shape, or form.
Who's the fake bitch?
Huh?
Talking about the fake one?
Yep.
Okay.
And I kind of wanted to give her credit, and I'm not going to say that took away any slight credit she might have had. But like, really, if you're going to try and strive to get better, you need to train with more than one person. And you need to train with a lot of people. And she should have gotten that at the Performance Center down in NXT, and instead she didn't do it. And I'm like, God damn it, Eva.
Well, it's more.
I don't care.
It's more of management than her decision, because there's everything else that they want her doing out in LA.
That's also true. So I mean, I guess it's just temporary because she's in LA at this point in time. So maybe after she's done in LA, she'll go down to Florida, get the training she needs so desperately to continue to have. Because honestly, if we all just sit here and hate her, which I don't say we have to like her, but if we just sit there and say she sucks and she's never going to get better and just like refuse to like accept anything she does, she's never going to get anywhere. And I'm not saying
I don't want her to get anywhere.
I don't want her to get anywhere either, but I don't want the poor woman to just bust her ass off and go train and then everyone just disregard it like she's doing something with herself. I don't care. I don't like her. It doesn't make her a better human being, but at least it's like a sliver, a small sliver. She's doing something, and she needs to do more.
I think the problem
it's
is
not
that
up to her too. We have to keep that in mind. It's WWE that's telling her where to go and what to do.
I believe that the problem is that she's already made a really bad first impression.
She has, and that's also her issue. She made a terrible first impression. It's also because I think that
the beast lives. I don't think he died.
And honestly, it's because Total Divas terrible. I'm not saying it was all them.
Terrible.
She is terrible. She probably has some sort of amount of terribleness to her. But being on a reality show that thrives on drama and making people look like terrible human beings, yeah, didn't have a chance.
Even before then, I don't think it was she said enough.
I know. And it's just like there's no way to sort it out and figure out what's the real her because A, she flip-flops so much. She really seems fake, and then the show makes everything, amplifies all of her negative qualities and puts them in front of you. And that's it. I know that. I'm not saying she's a great human being. I'm not saying I like her. I'm saying I think I've spent way too much time hating her, and I need to stop because she's literally the most horrible human being in my life, and I can't deal with her.
Yes, a triple threat match that we all needed to
Or maybe
happen.
it's just be wanting to believe that there's some hope for the world, and there isn't. No, just say, like, have I been giving her too much shit? Have I really? She hasn't deserved it. She has deserved it. But I just don't have the energy to give her so much shit anymore. I'm just like, I don't care, woman. Do something with your life. Do something. Stop being so ignorant and stupid. Put your money where your mouth is.
And out comes shirtless Seth Rollins. And the fangirls go wild. And by fangirls,
Or mild.
and by fangirls, I mean Bobbert.
Robert and the car.
SWAT team stripper. SWAT team stripper.
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber.
I don't get where the Justin Bieber chants come from. I don't get it.
Somebody mentioned it once, and everybody ran wild with it. I don't know.
It was Jon Stewart.
Yeah, he's just like, just because you think you're here and you get special treatment, Justin Bieber, and then everyone's like, Justin Bieber! And he's like,
I don't get that, like, at all. Like,
oh my god, I hate everybody.
That and what in the show was swatting stripper.
now SWAT Team Stripper, that at least makes sense.
We can Jon Stewart with us. Multiple level.
Alright, gonna show some basic maneuvers here. And Seth Rollins, of course, is gonna stall for time. By the way, Mike Shell, you're gonna be going to SmackDown soon, right?
Yes. I'm going to SmackDown here in Tulsa on July 29th.
July 29th, that is the Tuesday after Battleground, correct?
Yes, it is. No, the next Tuesday after Battle.
Oh, okay then.
July 28th, yeah, so it's the next Tuesday after Battleground. So Battleground's on the 19th. They've got 2 shows. Yeah, I'm 2 weeks out from the pay-per-view. So it should be somewhat entertaining.
Wow, that's a lot of blood rushing to Seth's
that
head. I would
shows-
not. Seth is going to be really dizzy after this. Let me guess, commercial break, correct?
I would say commercial break, yeah.
And there we go. And another commercial for Dominion.
Really, we got like what? 10 minutes that are doing a commercial break.
What's that, Mattis?
I said we got less than 10 minutes left, and they're doing a commercial break.
Yep.
They always do.
They like to.
So good, he has like. I won't have long before he can go to sleep.
Yeah, like they like to fill SmackDown up with as much filler as possible, especially near the end. They pretty much front load the show more or less.
I work at 7 hours. I'll just say it doesn't help that I work the 7-hour shift and I'm tired, and
Oh, it's understandable.
mostly because today everywhere was air conditioned except the front counter.
And let me guess, you work the front counter.
Yes. Wow. How'd you figure that one out?
Oh, I'm just a good old regular Batman.
I would say more of a Conan Edogawa, but
By the way, I'm asked, can you donate me about $1,000?
why?
I want to make my own.
He's not Bobbert.
I want to make my own Batman costume.
Well, that's too much. You're gonna need to lower your price and your budget and how you make that costume.
From every trailer I've seen of Minions, I have not been able to gather a plot.
There probably isn't a plot. It's just the minions because everybody wanted it.
There has to be some sort of plot line.
They're cute.
What? Plot?
Plot. Like, what's the plot for the Minions movie? Can anybody tell me?
They're
Because I
trying
don't
to get
know.
hired for a job.
Fun.
To be evil.
So it's pretty much going to be
That's why
sort of.
that girl. She's looking for evil sidekicks and whatnot.
Alright.
So it's going to be sort of like a Three Stooges type thing.
I guess so.
You're not going to make me buy that game, stupid commercial. Oh, B&B is going to be on Tough Enough this week.
Yeah. Oh, that's not Dean Ambrose. God, you tease me like that. Roman Reigns.
I said B&B.
B&B.
I love him. I love Wade. Don't get me wrong, but like, I was expecting Dean Ambrose, and totally lied to me.
Who lied to you?
Can't do that to me. Can't do that to me. You can't have Dean Ambrose. You can't have Roman Reigns and then Seth Rollins and not followed up with Dean Ambrose. That's chronological order here.
What if he turned it down?
I would kick him and be like, "You get your butt on that damn show because two of your other partners were there. You need to be there."
Well, maybe he'll be on the next week.
He better be. Quite upset if he's not.
Oh, Wesley Snipes apparently is going to have a new NBC series this fall.
Wesley Snipes
Called
is
The Player.
what?
Wesley Snipes
He's going to be...
He's going to have.
in an NBC series
Okay, then.
Okay.
called The Player.
Alright.
I was saying because apparently he's at Comic-Con.
Oh, cool. So that's
I've
yet
heard Wesley
another...
Snipes in a while.
Is he going to be a part of any new...
He's not dead, Tim.
I thought he was still in jail.
How do you know he's not dead?
Because he's gonna have an NBC series soon.
Yeah, that looks like why he's not dead.
Yeah, he's kind of alive.
They said they showed it.
I don't think that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that's not what happened.
And I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. Oh, sleeper hold. Alrighty then. That is what is the goings of ons. It's in fact it's a full-on rear naked choke.
Exciting news. It can't be a rear naked choke because you can't use the term choke.
Right. You can't use the word choke.
Commentary.
It's a rear naked clutch.
Wait.
There we go.
Wait, what you can't use the word choke for?
On the commentary, one of the things that they said for the sheet that was leaked was you can't say the word choke.
Oh, whatever.
So now it's a rear naked disagreement.
He's choking him. Choking is happening. Air is being cut off. Air supply is being cut off. It's a choke. I don't care what the stupid nuances are.
That's not
Freaking
That's not what Vince McMahon wants. According to Vince
No,
McMahon,
it's
it's not a choke.
Apparently, the commentators can't be choke anymore. They have to find a different word. Well, that's fucking stupid. Maybe that's why I like people's commentary. They don't have all this bullshit happening.
Oh, here we go. Powerbomb time. Or not. Is Seth gonna fly? Is Seth Rollins gonna be a Seth Walker? Oh, right back saying his comeback sequence. Oh, but Seth Rollins is evading. Oh, why you got grabbed by his hair? That's just dirty.
Has reasons.
Yeah, Ryback doesn't have any hair.
Oh! Powerbomb City. Feed me Moors. Feed me doors. Feed me whores. Feed me fours. Feed me Zors.
That's alright.
Feed me Coors.
The band? No, I'm just kidding. Please tell me somebody got that reference. I'm gonna cry if you didn't.
The Coors? Was Coors a band?
Yes.
I have never heard of them.
Yeah. You have. They
I've
have. They have like that one song.
Coors? How do you spell that?
They're an Irish group. CORRS? I
Oh,
think. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Band.
Seth Rollins has...
That's how I spell it.
Seth Rollins is taking his belt and he's going home.
Yeah, there's alcohol. Oh, I can't play songs, it'll get copyrighted. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'll link it to you guys. I'll link it on your Facebook later. I'll do it
Cool.
now because I'll forget. I'm gonna link it to your Facebook. You're not
Cool.
probably not gonna like it. I only like it because I grew up with it. Shouldn't have to.
I kind of forgot to mention. You know what my next CMG review is going to be?
What?
It's going to feature a match where Lex Luger faces me, Mark Calloway, and his manager, Paul E. Dangerously. I'm not kidding. It's an actual match on the card.
Ah. So it's an early WCW card.
I'm not paying attention. Linking a thing to people.
Oh, look at this.
You get the right company.
Oh, look at this. A champion versus champion match. It's going to have a wonky finish. Who would have guessed it?
Oh my gosh. Surprise ending.
But hey, at least Ryback wins, I guess. So there's something.
Yep.
There's still 3 minutes left of show, so what's going to happen? Is Brock Lesnar actually going to show up on
Somebody say
SmackDown?
3 minutes?
I would have to use a rise spell to rise Umaga from the grave to make that happen.
Oh, I miss Umaga so much. Oh, here comes the big slow.
Hello, Big Show again.
Big Smoke. It's a big bad smoke tonight.
I guess we can call this tag team the Rollins Show. Okay, so who's going to make this save here for Ryback? If it's going to be The Miz, I'm going to be very upset.
Not gonna be the Miz. Probably he's just gonna be beaten up. Oh, that's our show, folks.
There's still at least a minute and a half left.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, here comes Roman Reigns.
Okay, I could be wrong.
Do you know why he's coming out? Because he can and he will.
Oh! Oh!
Shell shock!
Owens just got shell shocked.
And the fans are happy.
That was priceless.
Feed me lores. Feed me Nors. I'm just making up random words now.
S'mores. Feed me s'mores. Feed me s'mores.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was Riffdown. Final thoughts. Pugsley. Pugsley.
3 out of 5.
All right.
3 out of 5.
Mike Shell.
Very entertaining the show tonight. I give it 3.5 out of 5.
All right, and finally, Mattis.
I'll give it a 3.5. Actually, a 4 out of 5 because while it was a fairly entertaining show, the sermon from the rabbi brings it up a whole point.
And I will give this show a 2.74444444444445 out of 5. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Rift. I'd like to thank my co-hosts, Mattis, Pugsley, and Mike Shell for co-hosting tonight. And, of course, I'd like to thank...
Pleasure.
Yep. And I'd like to thank, of course, you, the viewer, for listening to us ramble on incoherently most of the time. Just saying the first thing that came to our heads.
Because we're pretty much drunk.
Well, we're definitely in that mindset.
No, that's going to be Friday.
I'm not.
Anyways, the next show on RVTV will be Toku Riffs Live Sunday night. And then Monday night will be some MetroCon footage recorded by and edited by the Shades. And then Tuesday night will be Ranger Recap with this guy over here, Mike Shell. He'll be joining them maybe, right?
I'm not a part of Ranger Recap, and you're missing a day. You're missing PS3 Game Night is Friday.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow night. I keep thinking it's Friday. Because Riffdown.
Yes.
After all these months, I'm still not used to Riffdown being on a Thursday. It fucks with my head so much.
Yes, PS3 Game Night with myself, Matty J, and Easy Rider as we blow up more stuff in GTA 5, and I'm probably going to be drunk during it.
That sounds going to be entertaining as hell.
I actually play it better drunk.
You know, I've actually heard of stories about people doing things better drunk, which is weird.
Yes.
You think that being drunk would impair you more, but not in this case. But anyways, Tuesday nights will be Ranger Recap with Matty J, Easy Rider, The Shades. And then Wednesday night, Matty J Live with Matty J, myself, and Mike Shell and The Shades. And then we'll bring it around once again Thursday night for Riffdown. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining us for Riffdown, and have a fantastic night.